Welcome back. This is episode 179 of the Veterinary Business video show. In this episode we'll learn something about the paradox of value, and we'll hear how you can increase your personal and your practice potential if you have a mindset for growth. We'll see how to turn a bad day into a much better one. We'll learn why you may need to stop micromanaging your team, and I'll offer you my quick business tip for this episode. I'm John Sheridan, and this is the video show from Veterinary Business. What do you think is the most important of all the factors which determine the profitability of your veterinary practice? It's a matter of debate, of course, but the price you charge for the services you deliver is likely to be high on the list. The basic business rule, of course, is that the price you charge must cover all the costs involved in providing the service and the profit margin that you're seeking. That's the easy bit. What's more tricky is to determine what the value of that service is likely to be for the client who has to pay the bill. You can, of course, highlight the benefits your patients and your clients will gain from your advice, but you don't know the criteria that they may select for their buying decisions or what value they place on receiving those benefits. Here's a clip from the TED.com education program which highlights the difficulty of understanding value.
Imagine you're on a game show and you can choose between two prizes, a diamond or a bottle of water. It's an easy choice. The diamonds are clearly more valuable. Now imagine being given the same choice again, only this time you're not on a game show, but dehydrated in the desert after wandering for days. Do you choose differently? Why? Aren't diamonds still more valuable? This is the paradox of value, famously described by pioneering economist Adam Smith. And what it tells us is that defining value is not as simple as it seems. On the game show, you were thinking about each item's exchange value, what you could obtain for them at a later time. But in an emergency like the desert scenario, what matters far more is their use value, how helpful they are in your current situation. And because we only get to choose one of the options, we also have to consider its opportunity cost, or what we lose by giving up the other choice. After all, it doesn't matter how much you could get from selling the diamond if you never make it out of the desert. Most modern economists deal with the paradox of value by attempting to unify these considerations under the concept of utility, how well something satisfies a person's wants or needs. Utility can apply to anything from the basic need for food to the pleasure of hearing a favorite song, and will naturally vary for different people and circumstances. A market economy provides us with an easy way to track utility. Put simply, the utility something has to you is reflected by how much you'd be willing to pay for it. Now imagine yourself back in the desert, only this time you get offered a new diamond